real life, but they can't see you right now. They can only see me. So let me just play music. So if you go on Facebook, you'll be able to actually on my page, you'll be able to see that we're live. Let me play music for a few minutes. All is in order, all is in order, all is in order. Okay, okay, all my people them. Okay, all my people them. I them. Austin, are you on
Yes,
Facebook also?
yes.
Okay. Hey, Mayako. Spaggy's in the building. Welcome, welcome. Negro, welcome. Titi, welcome. Can you guys say hi? I'm sorry. I'm missing you guys as you came on. Just say hi so I can see you're actually on. So my friend Spaggy's in the house. Is a CEO of a company in Nigeria, a transport company. Okay, let's turn off the music for now. Okay, guys, can you guys just say hi so I can see and I can give you guys a shout out? Say hi to me so I can give you a shout out. So here again, your hosts for Adiba Connector TV. My name is Adela Dende, and of course, we have a guest, Austin, in the house. But before I introduce him, before he comes out and introduces himself, let me see where you guys are watching us from. Hi, Banky. How are you? How are you, Banky? Negro, how are you doing? The Alberto family from Gatineau, Quebec. How you doing? Okay, so Mayokun is CEO, I believe, of Spaggy's Transport Company, and they're acquiring Sienna bus car from since 2000 and well from 2003 and up. They're looking for investors. So if you're interested, please send a DM to Mr. Mayokun that is on the platform. Who else is in the house? Say hi and let me know where you're watching from. And they do not buy cars for clients. Again, I'm talking about Spaggies. They don't buy cars for clients. And you can reach them at 08132607834. That's Spaggies International. They're into a couple of things, but they are pretty much like a transport company. Banky, you're doing great. Have you been coping? How's your week been like, Mr. Banky? Sorry, I'm looking at two different screens here. Hey, Miss Kippy, how you doing? Where you watching me from? Yes, Banky is watching from Italy. So you guys, as you're coming in, try and click that share button to your, I believe it should be on your left hand, on the bottom left hand, click the share button to try and invite more people into the forum. So today's topic is going to be on relationship, guys. Everybody's in a relationship one way or the other. Either you're in a relationship with somebody, with your kids, with your parents, with your cousins, or with yourself. Well, we are all in one relationship or the other. And of course, we can't forget relationship with God. So as you're joining, let me know where you're watching me from, and also how you're doing this evening or this night, or how has your week been. So let's try and click that share button to get more people in the conversation. So while we do that, I'm definitely going to play a little bit of music to get more people. And of course, Austin, feel free to shake your body a little bit, huh? Yes, hello, Emily, my darling. Last time you came and you left, you didn't even leave a link to where people can come and watch the Niger Wives, Toronto Wives. So, Emily, try and do that now, please. Leave a link so that people can come and watch and subscribe to your channel on YouTube. Yeah, do that, Emily, and do that, do that. Eh? Welcome, Murphy Shoe too. Let us know how you doing. The weekend start. The weekend looking like. You guys don't mind, my hair is just, it's not falling properly right now. You guys click that share button. Let's get more people on this forum before we start our conversation. Click that share button. Let's get more people in here. Austin.
Yeah.
Yinka Fatokun. Welcome, Yinka Fatokun. How you doing? Let us know where you're watching. Let me move my camera back a bit so that you guys can really see me dance. With me, I like to dance. So you guys, that's Emily's link on their YouTube channel. So try and get in there, click the like, click the subscribe button. Show me Abiodun, welcome. Show me, how you doing? Let us know where you're watching us from. Did it really snow in Toronto yesterday? Yes, it did snow in Toronto, but for like maybe 10 minutes. It snowed in Toronto. Like, I was like, what is going on? When I saw the snow, I'm like, what? Austin, you're not. So
I'm just
you left me
enjoying.
on the dance floor to
I'm
be
just enjoying the music.
dancing. Oh. Welcome, Emmanuel. Welcome. Let us know where you're watching us from. How you doing? How's your week been? How's your weekend looking like? And make that share button so we can get more people up in here. Emily, let them know where you're watching us from. So this remix is from DJ Phil Baddest. on Spotify. I'm not sure if it's on YouTube, but on Spotify. You're not even dancing with.
Yes, I can hear you clearly, Ladan.
Share, but let's try and get more people on this conversation. Let's click that share button, guys. Austin, can you hear me?
Yes. Yes, I can hear you.
Austin, can you hear
I can
me?
hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. So you guys, let's try and get more people on the platform. Let's click the share button. Let's click the share button to get more people up in here. When there's more people, the conversation is much more juicier. And since the world is a global village and most people are at home, it doesn't take anything from anyone to be online at the moment. And hey, it's Friday night. You're not like, what are you doing? Let's click that share button, guys. Let's try to get more people up in the platform. It seems like you're getting my feedbacks a little late. Let's click that share button, guys. Let's try to get more people up in the platform. Your link is remind topic, please. The topic is on relationships. How you guys are coping during this period of lockdown, how those who are married are dealing with their spouses that they're not used to seeing 24/7, but now they actually have to deal with their spouse 24/7 or a little bit more than usual. How are the couples coping? And also for the singles, how are you doing? Austin, they say you look sleepy. Wake up. Wake up, Austin. Because where Austin is right now, I believe it's like almost 12 o'clock. Almost 12 o'clock. Austin, let them know where
It's
you're
almost
hosting
it's
from.
almost
Let
1
people know
a.m.
where
now.
you're from. Speak.
It's almost 1 a.m. now.
Sherwin Pierre, welcome, Sherwin Pierre. So for those who are single, how are you guys coping during this period? Daniel, English, well, let us know where you're watching from. So like I was saying, those who are single, how are you guys coping during this period? Are you thinking, oh, because now I'm single, oh my gosh, as soon as the lift is up, I need to go like get married. No, no. Okay, it's almost 1 a.m. Where are you? Me, I'm in Toronto, Canada, everybody. And Austin is?
Is in Parma, Italy.
I think it gets the feedback a little later.
Yes, it's
Hey, how you doing? Please click that share button. Let's get more people on this platform. We're talking about relationships, and there's nobody that can say that they do not have any relationship. Even if you're in relationship with yourself, you're still in a relationship. Austin, if you can hear me, you need to speak.
I say I'm in Parma, Italy.
Because I think the network is not it's not being very friendly this evening. Everybody's probably online. And it's slowing us down, 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 down. You guys, as you're coming in, let us know where you're watching us from, and also click the share button so we can get more people on the platform. Spaggy in the building. Don't forget to also leave your information on the messenger so that people can read. So Austin is in Italy, guys. Okay, because the network is so bad, I'm gonna have to come back online. So I'm gonna turn off this session and actually come back online, guys. I'm so sorry. The network is so bad. Austin is in Italy, but it's taking like 2 to 3 minutes before it gets the information that I'm giving out. So the network is not too nice at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually close up this channel right now, and then in the next much come back up. So as soon as you see me come back up, Austin is still going to be the guest. Yeah, it's very slow. Austin is still going to be the guest, but it's just going to be leaving comments instead of actually having a live view with me. So I'm sorry that we won't be able to do live view from Canada and Italy. The network is too slow at the moment. So I'm going to turn off the system now and reboot. So in a minute or two, you guys just stay on my page. You're going to see me come back on live. So it's just going to be me viewing, and then Austin will be able to leave messages. You'll be able to send messages in correlation with the topic we're going to. Hi guys, how are you? So I'm back. Sorry, I had to disconnect the first connection on Facebook due to the network was so bad with my guest speaker, which is located in Italy. So is going to be joining us via text messages. I'm sorry, not text messages. Messenger is going to be on there. Mr. Lakey, welcome. How you doing? Let us know where you're watching us from, and how's your week? How was your week, and how is your weekend going? Welcome, guys. Welcome. As you're coming in, let us know where you're watching us from, and kindly click that share button. Let's get more people in the platform. Let's get more people on this forum. So yes, guys, yes, thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thanks for showing the love. How am I doing? Prince, welcome. Prince, I'm doing good. Abdul, welcome. Who else is here? Prince Omotolani, welcome. Daniel Oni, welcome. Ladende S Bright, Fam Bam, welcome. Taiwola Tuje, welcome. How you guys doing? Please, as you're joining, let us know where you're watching from, and also click that share button to get more people in this forum. Let's get more people in this place. So in the meantime, guess what's going to be happening? I'm going to be playing music from a mixer, a DJ mixer called DJ Phil. Is on Shopify, I believe. Let me not go and be speaking jargons now. Let me try and get his link exactly, but in the meantime, let me just be playing music for you guys. So I'm listening to his mix on Audio Mac, and if you definitely want the link, let me know. After the program, I'm going to be putting the link in there. So Daniel Oni is watching from Nigeria. Hey darling, how you doing? How is Nigeria? So again, you're listening to DJ Phil Baddest remix. If you need it, if you want it, house party, I'll send it to you. But don't send me a message right now. Send me a message like after the online, okay guys? So like I said, click the share button. Let's get more people up in here. Let's have a conversation, guys, about relationship. And I think relationship topics are always so juicy. Juicy. Hey. Nigeria is cool. Nigeria is always cool, though. You know me, I'm in Canada. It's cold. Even now the weather's getting better, but hey, it's still snowing. That's Canada for you. That's Canada for you, yo. So what's the plan for the weekend, Daniel? And if I may ask, are you single, or you're married, or you're living in with your girlfriend? What's your relationship status like? Because I'm going to be asking a lot of personal questions up on here this session, if you don't mind. Don't be shy. Don't mind me, guys. I love to dance, and since I'm not able to dance at the moment, like go out and dance, I shall dance in my house. Hey, is it too much? Not too much. Hey, Mrs. Abato, how you doing? Woo! Is it too much? Not too much. Hey, come on, body me. Say. Oh my body me. What about that? Hey. Okay, well, where's Austin now? Our guest speaker, where's Austin? We need to back online. Bilone, yeah. Yogi, welcome, Yogi. Cool, welcome, cool. Let us know where you're watching us from as you join the platform. Chilling at home like everyone else. I know, right? Say, hey, yeah, anybody, yeah. Let me know where you're watching us from, you guys. And click that share button. Let's get more people in this platform. Yeah. Hey, I want to be a billionaire. I don't know about you, but I want to be a billionaire, y'all. Hey.
Igbara, Ruluwa, welcome. Let people know where you're watching us from. Samson, welcome, Samson. How you doing, Samson? Hey, in a Lamborghini. Everyone at home watching and laying in bed eating ice cream. So when I'm done, I'm going to go and get ice cream and eat. You guys, I've lost weight, oh. I've lost weight. I'm not gaining weight. Why? Hey, I'm more than me. I'm a child of a king. Yes, so. Oh, more than. For those who I have to translate to, I'm a child of a king. So I want to be a billionaire. I'm going to be a billionaire. Hey! I want to be a billionaire. Hello? Don't just come here and be watching me, oh. I want you guys to conversate with me. We're having a conversation. And not just us, you and I, but I want you, I, and some other set of people, your friends and your family. So click that share button. Let's get more people up in here. Don't be selfish, oh. Hey! I wanna be a billionaire. Hey, billionaire, yeah. Don't be selfish. If you are selfish, how are you going to be a billionaire? Don't be selfish. Click that share button. Hey. Hi, Ivy Kings, my darling sis. Mwah. Welcome. Let people know where you're watching us from. Hey, it's a part 2. Yes, bros. How you doing? Our pastor in the house. Please let people know where you're watching us from. Let people know where you're watching us from. Yes. We're going to be speaking on relationships, guys. Relationships. And especially on relationship like deal breakers. So you guys, I hope you're hearing me properly. I hope you're hearing me well. From Toronto, yes, Toronto in the house. I hope you guys, the music is, I don't think music is too loud, but if it's too loud, please let me know. And I don't know what's going on with my hair today. It's just not falling properly. But hey, it ain't going nowhere. Those who know me knows I love to dance. So I'm in the house, so I'm not in the house. It does not stop my groove. I will still be grooving. Hey. Don't forget to, if you want this link to DJ Feel Baddest Remix, holla at your girl after this online session. I will send you the link. It's free of charge, though. It's free. Hey! And like I mentioned before, if you're a business individual, don't forget to leave your business information online. Let more people get to you. You never know who's going to patronize your business. So don't be shy. Put in your business information, your social media links, your number or your website, so that people can actually link up with you later on. It's not just the people who are watching now, but there's going to be thousands of people also watching this later on, both on Facebook and on YouTube. And of course, hello, you guys, go to my YouTube channel, Adiba Connector TV, and click subscribe, like subscription, free of charge. You're not paying anything. Just go and click it. Yeah, finish. Please, Adiba Connector TV on YouTube. Biko, I am begging you. I am not proud. I am begging you, please. Go on YouTube, Adiba Connector TV, and click subscribe. And if you even want to do a little, you want to be nice, do extra, click that bell button so that anytime I post on YouTube, you're going to get the notification. It's simple as that. Easy. Jonathan, welcome, Jonathan. How you doing? Let us know where you're watching us from. Michael McPherson, how you doing? Let us know where you're watching us from. I'm again your host, Adela Dende for Adiba Connector TV. It's Friday night, and here, don't mind me on my hair. We're here. We're going to be discussing relationships.
My name is Frank De Niro.
Wow. Relationships, because we are all in one relationship or the other. Either you're in relationship with your children, with your spouse, with your parents, with your siblings, or with yourself, like with God. You're still a relationship. So I want to hear you guys, what type of relationship are you in? Emma Davis, welcome Emma Davis. How you doing? Let us know where you're watching us from. I'm in Toronto. I'm in Ontario, Canada. Where are you from? Where are you from? Don't be shy, oh. You can't be shy in this platform. Oh. I beg, please. Don't be shy. Hey! So, let me be just you guys one-on-one. So some people are calling me saying that they want to take me out on dates. I said dates? Dates where? Hey, in this COVID-19 lockdown, where are we going? Oh, come over to my house, I will cook for you. I say, for where? I'm supposed to be in my own house. I say, if even if you want to do dates, the best you can do is order food. Let them come and drop it for me. Let Uber come and drop me the food. And then we can do video dating. That's all I can do. Other than that, I can't come to your house. So, Biko, thank you very much. Yes, oh, I became dance. Oh, I know, I miss. Oh gosh, it is okay. After COVID-19, we will still come and dance. It didn't finish in our body at all. I love this girl having fun, but Dr. Ubi in the house. How you doing? No dull moment, oh I beg, no dull moment. We've been dulling for too long. No dull moment. You guys, I'm tired. I know you can't see, but I am tired. I have not slept. I'm not even like my nurse in the house. But I'm tired. I'm always online. God will help me. As soon as I'm done this our session right now, I'm going to go and get ice cream. In fact, I'm drinking juice. I'm going to go and get ice cream and watch Netflix and sleep because I'm tired. But it doesn't matter how tired I am. When it comes to music, you guys, I'm gingered up. Music is always gingering my spirits. My friends, they can testify to that. Music, hey, it is my middle name. You can't play. If there's music, there's life. If there's music, there's life. So this our down, because they want to call it lockdown session. It will not stop me from grooving. Farouk, hi Farouk, how you doing? You guys, let people know where you're watching from. I might know you, but everybody else doesn't know you. So you have to let people know where you're watching us from. Bayo Banky, I love that name, Bayo Banky. How you doing, Bayo? Please let people know where you're watching us from. And how is your week been? How is your weekend going to be like? Are you going to be spending time in your living room? Are you going to be spending time in your kitchen? Or are you going to be spending time in the bedroom? Abba, let me know, just with me. Efe Anthony, welcome. Augustine, welcome. Kanyesola, welcome. Hey, please don't be vexed with me that I am not pronouncing it properly. But you're welcome. Please, as you're joining, click that share button. People, click that share button. Where's my guest speaker? Has he gone to sleep? He's from Italy and they are 6 hours ahead of us. So maybe my guest speaker has gone to sleep since he's not on live. Erica, my sweet darling, how you doing? How you doing? Farouk is from Brampton. Abe Babatunde, how you doing? Let me know where you're watching me from. Let me know because I'm doing gossiper. I want to know where you're watching me from, you understand? Okay, so after this music, I'm going to stop the music and we're going to go right straight direct to our topic of the day, which is relationship. So I don't want anybody that is shy on this platform. Everybody has to talk for this relationship. For this conversation to be spicy, for it to be juicy. We all have to contribute to this conversation. So like I said earlier, we're all in one relationship or the other. It's either you have a spouse you're in a relationship with, or you're in a relationship with your parents, your children, yourself, with God. You understand? We're all in one relationship or the other. So you can't tell me it doesn't pertain to you. It pertains to everybody. So after this music, yeah, we're going to go we're going to dive right into that conversation. But for the meantime, hey, don't mind me, oh. Hey! Abby Batunde is from Lagos. Okay then, okay. Welcome, we have another Lagosian in the house, y'all. Don't forget to click that share button. Oh, Biko, Biko, Biko. Click that share button. Let's get more people in this conversation. Hey, Joe, please. Biko, merci. Hey! I miss my home, Toronto, Canada. Hey, yeah, Pele. Sorry, eh? Sorry. Okay, music done, music done, music done. Let's get down to business. Let's get down to business, y'all. So, Larry, welcome, Larry. How you doing? Morning love, my darling. Mwah. How you doing? Let people know where you're watching us from. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. So, for those who are married in the house, I need you guys to fill me with juicy. I need information. So, how is your relationship like now that you're in the house together, spending more hours together compared to before? Is it better, or are things like, I want to kill this man, I want to kill this woman? How is the relationship like in the home right now? Please talk to me. Hello, darling. How you doing? So right now, I'm asking those who are in a relationship, who are living presently with their spouses, how is the relationship in the home? How are you guys coping? How are you guys, dealing with things? And even those who have children, how are you guys coping during this lockdown period, having to spend all these hours with your loved ones? Sometimes it ain't easy, y'all. It ain't easy. But how are you guys coping? How are you doing? I need you guys to tell me what's going on in your homes, yo. That's where most of us are anyways, 99.9% of the time in our home. So how are you guys coping? And of course, for my single brothers and sisters, my bachelors and bachelorettes, my snipsters, how are you guys doing? How are you guys coping during this period? Are you guys feeling lonely? Are you guys feeling are you having any regrets whatsoever, that okay, maybe I should have said yes to that guy like a few months ago? Or do you feel like, it's such a relief you left that guy a few months ago? Imagine if you have not left that guy or that girl a few months ago. Imagine having to be stuck with this person like 24/7. What are you guys going through? What are you feeling like? That's just why I'm here. I want you guys to discuss. I want everybody to have like a say and contribute their 2 cents in any situation that you guys are pretty much going through at the moment. So please, guys, I do not want anybody to be here and be shy. You guys need to speak. To be frank, is choking prefer spending it with my side? Oh, you rather spend it with your side chick. But guess what? Even though you rather spend it with your side chick, eventually you're going to get tired of your side chick also. Welcome, Dr. Kemi. So even though you said you rather spend your time with your side chick, it's because right now you're stuck with wifey. But guess what? If you're stuck with side chick, you're probably going to be like, oh, I'd rather be with my wifey, because at the end of the day, too much of something is not the best. And even if you're spending your time with your side chick, guess what? If you have kids, you're not going to be able to spend your time with your kids. So believe me, I think you might just be feeling like it at the moment, but I'm sure being with the wifey is always the best decision. Shagun James, welcome. Yemi Famutimi, welcome. Sheyi Ora, my bros, mwah, welcome. Evelyn, again, thanks, darling, for coming back. And you should try and put that link again on this platform, because we have more viewers, and this one is much, much clearer than the previous one. So you guys, as you're joining in, please click that share button and let people know where you're watching us from. Well, I'm single. At times it's lonely, but I have my children and other things to do, so I'm constantly busy. Yes, Aremu Aba, welcome. Money Love, welcome. So Money Love said, she's single, it's a bit lonely, but you know what? It's good that you have kids. Thank God for kids. Because a lot of my friends, single friends that don't have children, they're so bored out of their mind. It's crazy. And I'm like, oh, thank God I've got kids. Because, imagine being home 24/7, not being able to do much. You don't have anyone to distract you. It's like mind-bugging. It's crazy. There's so much books you can read. There's so much movies you can watch. You just get tired of everything. You understand? So you know what, you just got to be grateful for the kids. Yeah, it can be a bit lonely because you don't have your spouse, you don't have a spouse around, but it's just one of them. It's just one of them days, because when you now think about, oh, it's so lonely not being able to have a spouse or having a significant other, just try and remember when you did have a significant other and it was no good. You understand? So you try and find that balance there. Don't dwell on that negativity that, oh, it's so lonely. Dwell on the fact that, oh, you do have kids, and then you want to spend some more time with them, because you don't want anything playing tricks, mind games on you. You don't want to feel all like depressed. And this is not the best time to be feeling depressed, darling. Everybody is feeling some kind of like depression. So no one can, it's hard to find someone that can really lift you up. So at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you, God is going to help you. So those who are feeling choked up, who are having like some sort of fear in them, you guys, God is there, y'all. Get down on your knees. You can even be lying down and talk to God. You know, you don't have to feel too oppressed. You don't have to feel too low just because you do not have a significant other in the house, or even if you don't have kids at all in the house. Try and find something to find a balance. Like I said in my last couple of episodes, try and call your friends, call your families, call people that you haven't even spoken to in a while. At times, even you might think, oh, this person has family in the home and they don't need you to call them. But you know what? They're tired of their family in the home also. So they need someone to call them, to speak to them. So don't feel like, oh, this person is busy with their... Guess what? They're tired of being busy. Everybody's tired of being busy. So they don't mind if you call to check up on them. They don't mind if you call to have a 10-20 minutes conversation. I'm sure nobody is going to be too bothered about that. But Mio, please, don't be calling me unless you ask my permission first, because I have a lot of people calling me. So my best bet is to do what? Message. I can definitely send those messages, no problem. But calling to talk on the phone, oh boy, I am exhausted with talking on the phone. I'm tired. And if it's not talking to a friend, or you know, there is something in some kind of dilemma, is being on the Bible church forum praying and, you know, doing lessons, or you know, so it's just, or I'm here talking and my kids too are there, I'm talking. So at the end of the day, try and reach out to people, and especially those who you think that might not actually want you to connect with them. Try and connect with them. It's not going to be a bad idea. My dear sister, I'm good, oh. Don't want the negativity. I'm tall, I'm happy, oh. Just busy thinking about my future and tackling my purpose in life. No time to think about irrelevant things or individual. Thank God for family, period. Yes, darling, that's the mindset. That's the belief. You gotta thank God for what's going on. You have to look at the positiveness in life. Don't dwell on the negativities. It's not going to take you anywhere. And of course, you need to be thinking about what you want to do next. I'm connecting with my daughter and son. Yes, that's you know, right now that's what a lot of people are doing and should be doing, is trying to communicate with their family, their loved ones, their kids, because you know, when kids are back to their regular routine, what do you call it, you barely spend time with them. You're busy working, they're at school. When they're home, everybody's tired. So this is the best time to try to definitely get to know your kids a little bit more. Even me right now, my 18-year-old, she's been like lazy when it comes to like well, I won't really say she's been lazy. I'm also being scared. I don't want her driving the car while I'm in it. But now I'm actually giving her some driving lessons at the moment. That's one of the ways we're bonding together. If not, 18-year-olds, they're just in their room. You don't even see them. It's as if you guys are you're renting a room for them. Sorry guys, I need to charge my phone before it decides to turn off on me. Where's my charger? So at the end of the day, if you have a teenager at home and they're not communicating with you, don't worry. It's a normal thing. It was happening with COVID-19, so it's not that COVID-19 all of a sudden got them not to be talking. But it's good to try to draw them out once out of that shell, and you know, try to conversate with them, because you don't really know what they're also going through. Ismael, welcome. Ismael, Matoji, welcome. So you guys, as you're joining, going to get more people in the platform, and then let me know how you doing, how you coping, what's your relationship like, how has your relationship been, you know, during this COVID-19 lockdown. Talk to me, yo. Talk to me. And okay, so now we're gonna talk about some deal breakers. Hold on, I don't know what's going on with my host. I think he is falling asleep because I did not see him. I did not know his whereabouts. Let me try and get him up here. Hopefully he has not fallen asleep. He's in Italy. So it's about 6 hours, 7 hours ahead of me here. Where is he? So at the end of the day, guys, we're gonna talk about some deal breakers. So for us to talk about these deal breakers, for it to be a bit spicy, to get the conversation all juicy and flowing, I need you guys to contribute. Idowu Babajide, welcome Idowu Babajide. Let us know where you're watching us from. Let us know where you're watching us from. Okay, so the first, I'm going to be texting it so that for those who do not hear me, I'm going to text it so that you can also read it in the comments. So deal breakers. So these are for those who are married, and also for those who are not married yet or who are dating or whatever. But what do you think what do you think is your deal breaker when it comes to committing to a relationship, when it comes to getting married? Is this like your deal breaker, yes or no? Right? Samson's watching from Washington. Samson is watching from Washington DC. Welcome, Samson. Okay, so it's for everybody in the house. You guys have to participate. So a deal breaker, is this a deal breaker for you or not? If your partners cannot cook. So if you're dating someone, he or she cannot cook, is it a deal breaker for you? This is a question. Okay, so deal breakers. So I'm going to also post it so that for those who either do not understand my English or they come in a bit later. So for deal breakers, is your partner being able to cook? Is that a deal breaker for you or not? Idowu from Abeokuta, Ogun State. Oh, welcome, Nigeria. Welcome, welcome. Nice to meet you. Click that share button and let's get more people in the conversation. So is your partner, even those who are married, before you guys got married, was this a deal breaker, yes or no? Explain like why it is, why it's not. So your partner's being able to cook. Partner being able to cook. Is it a deal breaker? Talk to me. Partners being able to cook. Is it a deal breaker, yes or no? Me personally, I have been fortunate to have men in my life that can cook. So I've been spoiled with that. So now being able to be with someone that cannot cook, it's probably going to be a problem. So it is a deal breaker for me. I would want someone who can cook. Yeah. So me now, am I someone that can cook? Yeah, I can cook. I'm not a fan of being in the kitchen. It's not my hobby. I'm not one of those like, oh, their hobby is to be in the kitchen, or when they get upset, they just want to go in the kitchen and cook up the storm. No. Yeah, no, not for me. That's not my hobby. But if I have to cook, yeah, I you gotta cook. Especially when you got kids, you just gotta whip up something, then you gotta do that. But it's not because, oh, I just enjoy cooking. No, darling. No. It's not something I just enjoy doing. Sorry guys, I'm trying to make sure my battery does not go catapult on me. Okay. So what are your partner's being able to cook? Is it a deal breaker for you? Or was it a deal breaker for you or no? Any comments on that? For those who are in the house listening to my Anglas, don't be shy, please. You guys, don't be shy. Speak. Speak to me. So Money Love says, for me, I would say no. Many men don't know how or won't cook to my liking, so it doesn't bother me. If I don't feel to cook, then we will order out or find something in the house to eat. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. But Money Love, do you enjoy cooking? Do you like to cook? Is it one of your hobbies? Show me. Abiodun, welcome. Show me. Let us know where you're watching us from. So we're talking about deal breakers, and your partner's being able to cook. Is that a deal breaker for you? Yes or no? I said yes. Money Love says no, and she says that because our partner might not be able to cook the way she likes it, so it doesn't matter because most men don't know how to cook. And in my side of the equation, actually, I come across a lot of men who do know how to cook, who does know how to cook English, and I would prefer a man that can cook, cause I like being spoiled, y'all. I like being spoiled. Okay, so the next one, another deal breaker is parental blessings. Do you feel like you need your parental blessings to be before you tie that knot with that spouse, or it doesn't matter? So what are your thoughts? Because sometimes, you have those stubborn parents who says, no, you cannot marry this person. They don't even give you a reason why. They just say you cannot marry the person, but you're not giving any, like, why not? And there's some that will say, you don't see what I see as an older person, as your parent. You do not see what I see, this and that. They give you one story or the other. So what are your blessings? Would you just go ahead and get married without the blessings of your parents, or you would not make that decision whatsoever? I enjoy cooking and I would cook every day. I see it as therapy most times. Okay, so yeah, one of those ladies that would that cooks is a hobby, is a thing that works for you. That's great. So welcome Dave DJ. How are you? Yeah, so yeah, like I was saying, me, it's a deal breaker. You do know, I would prefer a spouse who does know how to cook. So now, parental blessing, is that a deal breaker? Yes or no? Parental blessings. To me, yeah, it's I believe it's a big deal. I believe it's a big deal because especially I believe if you're very religious, or you're very in tune with your spiritual side, you would want a blessing from your parents before you do go into that relationship. I think it's very, very important to get that blessing from your parents. We know what the Bible says about it, so I'm sure other religions have their own also in regards to that. So, but what are your thoughts? Is parental blessing a deal breaker or not? You guys, let's try and get more people in this conversation so that this conversation is a bit more spicy, guys. Let's get more people in this conversation. And don't be shy. You need to speak. You need to speak. Dave, where are you watching me from, Dave, if you're still online? Where are you watching from? And let's just click that share button. Let's get more people in this conversation, you guys. Let's not be stingy. Let's get people in the conversation. So the next one is spirituality, like religion and beliefs. Do you feel your partner to be, or before you tie the knot, was that a deal breaker for you with your partner to be able to to be spiritual? Was that a deal breaker for you or not? Definitely I would agree that some elder blessings or blessings of your parents are important, as I've experienced going through without having my parents' blessings, and it has haunted me till date. I agree, my sister. It is very important as long as you believe in the words of God. Yes. And okay, the next one is having kids. Having kids or not having kids. Is that like a deal breaker or not? Having kids or not having kids, is it a deal breaker for you or not? Because there's some that maybe it's a blended family, so maybe you already come with kids. David, welcome. Bolarin, welcome. Tom Paris, welcome. Welcome, guys. Let us know where you're watching us from, and help me click that share button to get more people in the conversation. So our topic is relationship, and we're talking about deal breakers in a relationship. So we talked about if your partners can cook or not. Is it a deal breaker for you? If to get parental blessing, is it a deal breaker for you? And then right now we're on spirituality. Is spirituality, your partner's being spiritual, is that a deal breaker for you? Yes or no? Yes, on my side, yeah, it's a deal breaker because I am very in tune spiritually and spiritual wise. So yes, I would actually prefer, and I would adore, of course, if my partner is spiritual, so that I believe when you're on the same page spiritually. Who is that? David O'Call from England. Milton, welcome. Keynes, to be precise. Okay, Mr. England. Welcome. An adult has to make the decision about who to marry. The opinion of any other person is secondary. One should follow his or her judgments, enjoy it if it is a good one, or bear the brunt of it if it's a bad one. It has to be a personal call to erase any room for blame. Yes, you're right. That's what you believe. But there are those who actually believe that if they don't get their parental consent, they cannot continue that relationship. You understand? So me, 50-50 about it. I understand what you're saying, and I'm also would really love and appreciate if my parents also, of course, gave that blessing, because we know there's so much more that goes beyond it, especially after you've tied that knot. So it's a bit dicey. So the next is having kids. They're like I mentioned, it's not a big deal if someone already has a child, especially coming from someone who already has kids, but you do have some, or I've come across a couple of people in the past that they're unable, they don't want to date because they don't have kids, and I have got kids, and they're like, okay, they cannot see that relationship working because they'd rather be with someone that does not have kids. So that has happened in the past. Yes, I've met a couple of people that's just their personal belief. So what's yours, you guys? What's your belief? Would you marry someone who have kids? You don't want to marry someone who have kids? Or what are your thoughts towards it? Some people, even if they don't mind, you have their parents, especially African parents, mothers to be precise, they don't want their single child marrying a lady that already has kids, or they don't want their daughter that marrying a man that already has kids, unless of course is in wealth, is in money. So what are your thoughts about that? Would you be okay with blended family? Would you be okay if you don't have kids? David says, I can't marry a lady with kids, sorry. Okay, but what are your reasons behind that? Like, do you have reasons why that is, or no? And also, do you have kids or you don't have kids? And then I also think sometimes it's experiences in life that would really, because maybe 5 years ago or 10 years ago, you'd be like, oh, I would never marry someone who's got kids. And then life kind of hits you, and then you wake up and you're like, damn, yo. And like 5-10 years later, and it's like, yo, I love this person, it doesn't matter, I love this person. You have a child, and that's what it is, things happen. So do you have a child, David, or is there more reasons why you don't want to marry any woman that has kids? Sheldon, welcome. Okay, David, I already have kids. Okay, I can't marry. I don't think I would be able to marry someone from another faith. You will need to be able to connect with your spouse on the same spiritual level. This will guide you in times of conflict. between between both of you. You would need to connect same level. Being of the same faith solidifies your bond to something greater than yourself, which forces you to honor your vows. I agree with you. Definitely. I've definitely come across some individuals that we don't have the same belief, but I find it very hard to try and be in a relationship with them. They're great. They're beautiful individuals. It's just when it comes to that spiritual part of it, and we're not able to connect and see eye to eye, it's definitely to me a big deal. Okay, so Mr. David, you already have kids, so you don't want to marry someone who already has kids. So why don't you want to marry someone who already has kids? Wumi Lawa Balogun, welcome, ma. So you don't want to marry someone who already has kids? Is it because there will be too many kids in the house that you would have to take care of? Or do you feel like you don't want to you don't like the idea of the blended family? What is the real reason, since you've got kids but you don't want to marry someone who doesn't have kids? You don't want to marry someone who has kids. So, but what about you having kids, being with someone that does not have kids, and how are they going to be? Do you think they will still be able to have that love for you and your kids? They will still be able to understand that dynamics of being a single parent? Please enlighten us a little bit with your thought. So the next one will be financial status. And I know for a lot of my African women, financial status is like a big deal. But for some women that are not in Africa, they're outside, it is still a big deal, but it's not as, as great as it is in Africa, I would say. But what are your thoughts? Does your spouse to be, or before you tie the knot with your spouse, did they have to be financially like well off? I'm not ready to take responsibility for taking care of another person's child. I don't mind helping financially, but the stress is just going to be too much for me. Okay. Now I understand why you broke it down. Money Love said, for me, no, it wouldn't be a deal breaker because you can't level shore for unsure. You'll leave someone that treats you well because you have children and marry someone who has no children to be mistreated. Yeah, it's everybody has their own opinion or their thought on you having kids, but you don't want to marry someone who already has kids because you feel the responsibility is too much. I guess it's a choice. Let's leave it as that. It's definitely a choice, of what you can cope with. So back to financial status. Is financial status a deal breaker for you or not? Me personally, you don't have to be well like to do, but have something coming in. Have something that you're able to pay your bills and live life a little bit on the edge, to me. So you don't have to be like millionaire. Well, I would love a millionaire, of course. But you don't have to be a millionaire, but at least have an income one way or the other. Not just also have an income, but I believe one's mindset also, like one financial literacy, being ignorant of ways to make money, and then also maybe always spending and not bringing money in. I think they all kind of go hand in hand. So financial status it's not a big deal. Like you have to be a millionaire, but you have to be stable, meaning that you have income coming in, that you're able to take care of your bills, your rent and stuff. You're not like living paycheck to paycheck. You can't afford food and things like that. No, and of course I personally can't stand people who are stingy. I can't deal with stingy people. So that's me personally. But what about you? Is financial status a deal breaker for you, for the spouse, for whoever it is you want to get married to? Or for those who already got married, was a financial status a deal breaker for you before you actually said yes to him or to her. And also, the next one will be physical appearance. Is physical appearance a deal breaker? So I need you guys to comment, yo. I need you guys to comment. Is physical appearance a deal breaker? So Emily says it doesn't have to be so spiritual, but it must be God-fearing. Yes. Yes, that works. That works, you know, for Emily. Definitely works for me too. You don't have to be so, don't worry. I'm all spiritual enough for the both of us. Suffice if I say let's pray, you're praying with me. If I say let's fast, you're fasting with me. Then we're good. Not the one you're gonna be fighting me. That why this, why that. To pray is a problem. We're gonna have a problem. So yeah, that is a big deal. So physical appearance, guys. Is that a big deal? Is it a deal breaker when it comes to choosing a spouse? Was it a deal breaker when you chose your spouse? Because at the end of the day, before anything else, you have to be attracted to the person physically. One, that is what draws you to the person, for you to get to know that person physically. You know, that there have to be that physical, you know, interests. So at the end of the day, for me, yes, it is a big deal. It is, because if you're not well packaged, and people like us, me, let me speak for myself, you can put all this brand name in, but there's a swag that goes with it. If you ain't carrying that swag, you're just packaging. That's called packaging. Yeah, no, I don't want packaging. You gotta be part of you. Fashion, you gotta be part. I like men that, you know, they have that swag. They know how to carry themselves, how to dress it. They know not to overdo it. It's simple, but just look the part. You know what I'm saying? You can't be standing beside me and people are wondering, who is he? No, you gotta stand and be that part. People will see you and say, yes, this is the man. So physical appearance is definitely a big deal in my books, y'all. You don't have to be like who is so fine anyways, because I don't really adore a lot of people physically, but I guess all these models out there, you don't have to be like, you know, 100%. Everything is like well put together, but no, look good, be able to present yourself well, you know, be able to dress well, you know, and be able to carry yourself, let's put it, be able to put yourself together well, not just with your dressing, but with your character, with you know, your personality. Let everything blend, let it be smooth. Yeah, to me, physical appearance is a big deal. It's definitely a deal breaker. So what about oh, sorry, I missed so many people. Pastor B. Atkins, welcome. I can marry a lady with kids if we share the same values. What is important to me is that she will promise me she will give me undivided attention and not allow her kids come between us. And then there must be no informal communication with her ex. Informal communication? And Jehovah's Child, welcome. I'm being selfish though. Yes, David, a little bit, yeah, a bit selfish. Moni says, I have mixed feelings towards financial stability. I believe that if you have the same dreams and goals, you can work together to build. On the other hand, don't be dead broke either. It's easier to start with something than from nothing. Bill Gord, welcome Bill Gord, how you doing? A man must be financially stable to make the relationship work. Yes, David, agreed. Money, love, this depends. This is what Bright says. Depends on cultural background. Caucasian and Caribbean men are good cooks, but in African culture, it's a woman's role. I'm not a male chauvinist or a strong feminist, but believe in gender equality. Income is paramount. For me, it's part of it. LOL. Bettler, okay, you're replying to Ubi. Sorry guys, my internet is acting up and down. Yes, so if I'm not attracted to you, woo, you guys, I have so much messages. I can't read it all. Okay, David Okoso, respect your opinion, but is that not being narrow-minded and judgmental. Your requirements are too much. Are you talking to me? David. Yeah, so if I'm not attracted to you, we won't even pass the first conversation. Definitely. Well, we'll pass the first conversation, but then definitely you're going to be in the friend zone, darling. The friend zone. For me, it's part of it. LOL. Income is paramount. Very, very. Feminist, gender, blah, blah, blah. Yes. On what Ubi said in regards to the woman having kids, being able to give you that undivided attention. Well, it's not that she's not going to give you attention, but don't forget, she's not going to put her kids aside and give you all the attention. No. And you too, you can't be selfish and say, oh, since she's in my life now, she has to give me no, you have to also be part of the yeah, you also have to give attention to the kids. You understand? So, and when you say, I think you mentioned something like, oh, she can have something relation with her ex-lover. You need to expand on that. I don't think I understood that part very well, Mr. Ubi. You said there must be no informal communication. So, with her ex-lover. Well, if you're saying informal, welcome, Ade Sui, welcome. So when you say there must be no informal, meaning that whatever communication is going to be happening, you need to be aware of it, and definitely it has to be in a conducive environment. I believe that's what you meant. So okay, so the next deal breaker we're gonna talk about is sleeping in separate rooms. I know this thing is, to me, I think it's so much of an African thing. Prosper, welcome, Prosper. So a deal breaker now, some people are like, oh, when we get married, I need to have my own room. I need to have my own separate room. So we're going to have a room, us together, and I'm going to have my own separate room. And I'm like, me personally, I'm like, yeah, that's my response. Huh? Like, I didn't, You want to have a separate room for your clothes and your shoes? Or for what? What are your thoughts? Is that a deal breaker or not? Me, it's a deal breaker because why am I getting married to you if you want a separate room? Buddy, you're not ready for marriage. I'm sorry. I know some people are like, oh, you know, I just need like that alone time, that me time. I just want to like, what's the word? I just want to like meditate. You know, sometimes I just want to be by myself. I'd rather have like my own little space, my own little room, so I don't go spending time with friends outside and then you start asking where am I and things like that. And I'm just like, oh, if you mean an office space, oh, definitely we can agree on an office space that does not have a bed. Yes, why not? But if you're telling me you want a room, it's a no. Welcome, Mo. David Oko says, not at all. I'm not just ready to look after another person's children. I don't mind helping financially, but I can't be there for them as a person, as I've got so much already. That's all. Also to let you know, I love children. Yeah, if that's what works for you, you know. But to me, even if that woman has like one child, I think if you love that person, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. So far as she's also forthcoming, she can also be part of taking care of the kids. It's not that she's leaving all the responsibilities for you to take care of. I think you guys can definitely work something out if you end up falling in love with someone that does have kids, Mr. David. So back on the, you guys have not, I haven't seen any comment in regards to separate rooms, guys. Do you guys all agree that it's okay to have separate rooms after you're married, like you're living together, or it's not okay? Let me know. What are your thoughts, yo? What are your thoughts? Yeah. What are your thoughts, guys, about having oh, you guys never even heard that before. But I know back home in Nigeria, it's like a thing in some homes that, you know, your parents have a room, and then your father has a room, has his own room where there's a bed and everything. And then some people, it's actually their mother that has a room where she has like her thousands of clothes and shoes. To me, which I think is okay, but not the one that is a bed where you're actually sleeping. To me, is BS. I don't do separate rooms. Oh, David Oko, separate. Oh yeah, separate rooms. I just read it together. Yeah, because to me, I find it why do you need why do you need separate rooms though? Like, why? I don't understand. So who else doesn't do separate rooms? Who else does do separate rooms? Or who else thinks it's okay to have separate rooms? But even if you're having separate rooms, what are you using that room for? Is it to sleep when you guys fight, or to meditate, or you just need a alone time? Like, what are you using that room for? Talk to me, people. Talk to me. You guys, you want me to go and put my music on and be dancing for you? You guys are not talking. Okay, so Money Love says, experienced it, was the worst thing ever. In no way should a married couple be sleeping separately. It's important to have that bond with each other, to communicate, debrief, unwind, and just being a couple. Having the time together is imperative to the overall well-being of the relationship. Yes, separate room is for guests. Abio, I'm telling you, that separate room is for, and that guest self is, you would not take your little child to go and share that room so that the guests can have the room. Hello online, welcome. Kenny Akere, welcome. Let us know where you're watching us from. So someone that just said, the separate rooms is definitely for just guests alone. That's it. Listen, and that separate room is probably used during when there's no guest around. So you now just use it when there's the guest. You now start packing all the things in one spot, if that is the case. And then also, okay, the next one is ethnicity and race. So is ethnicity, race, or someone having an accent, is that a deal breaker for you? Yes or no? Is it a deal breaker? Deal breaker. Don't worry, guys. I once inspired to be an artist, a singer, when I was a few years young. Joseph, welcome, Joseph. You guys, you know what? I need you guys to click that share button, man. Like, seriously. Like, I'm not laughing anymore. I need you guys to click that share button because I need more people in this conversation. I want to hear more other people's opinion on this topic. I can marry anybody, says David. Welcome, Joseph. Moni says the separate room is like being single and married at the same time. This will ruin your relationship, period. If this is not cemented from beginning, then it will be hell to rectify. Yo, believe in me. I was like, that was one of like somewhat of a deal breaker for me. I was like, you're talking about having your own room when we marry? Nah, this is not gonna work. You ain't gonna work, darling. So right there, to me, is already a turn off. You understand? It's a big turn off. It is a turn off. And then also, so the next one is ethnicity. Someone said they can marry anybody. So ethnicity, is it an issue for you? Race, accent, is it an issue for you? It's me personally, it's not so much of an issue when I was younger. It wasn't much of an issue when I was younger, but I think the older I got with experiences and all, I found that it did take, like, you know, it started becoming a bit more of a significant for me when it comes to choosing a spouse. So although, like, a lot of people, I'm friends with a lot of couples that are interracial marital couples. So especially when you're in a country like Canada, you everybody's all mixed up here and there. But also back home in Africa, you know, I find a lot of people, of course, it's a big deal for a couple of people to enter, what do you call it? To, what's the word? Interracial marriage. So, you know, but what do you think? What are your thoughts? Is it okay? Can you marry a Chinese? Can you marry an Igbo if you're Yoruba or Awusa? Like, what is it okay for you to marry like outside of your country? Or it's okay for you to marry within your country, but you can't marry outside of the country, or even within the country you can't marry outside of your own race, like your what do I want to, yeah, race, I guess. You know, what is it? What's your opinion? What's your thoughts? You guys, click that share button, man. Let's get more people in this conversation. AK, welcome. AK, how you doing? So for people who are just joining or who joined midway, again, my name is Adela Dende. I'm your host of Adiba Connector TV. And then I like you guys to please go on Adiba Connector TV on YouTube to subscribe to my channel so that you guys can get all the juicy sessions I've been having. And also go on my Instagram page at Ade_babes so that we can also connect there also. Yeah, like why not? So you guys follow me on Instagram, Adiba Connector. Follow me on Instagram at Ade_babes. You can also follow me on Instagram at Adiba Connector. And then also on Twitter at Adiba Connector. And definitely on YouTube at Adiba Connector TV, guys. Follow me on YouTube and subscribe to my channel. But yeah, so now the topic on today, for those who are just joining, is relationship. Relationship. Hey, darling. Unata, how you doing? Mwah, it's been a minute. Let people know where you're watching us from. Relationship, we're all in one relationship or the other. But right now, we broke it down to deal breakers. So what are your deal breakers? We've talked about partners who can cook or cannot cook. Is that a deal breaker for you? Parental blessing, is that a deal breaker for you? If your partner is spiritual or not spiritual, is that a deal breaker for you? For me, it's not a problem, but my parents would prefer someone from the eastern part of Nigeria. Oh, okay. But you could care less, right? But you see, that's the thing now when parental blessings come in. So if your parents would rather you marry someone within their own culture, their own tribe, and you don't, and they start making it a big deal, would that be enough for you to say, I don't care about your parental blessing, I'm getting married to whoever I want to get married to? Or are you going to say, this parents, I have to do whatever they want me to do? Welcome, Ojuloge. Welcome. How you doing? Let people know where you're watching us from. So we're talking about deal breakers in relationship. Partners cannot cook, parental blessings, spirituality, religion, having kids and not having kids. And back on that, having kids and not having kids, I think when you're in a relationship, you know, in the beginning stage, you guys need to talk about, do you even want kids? Because, you know, some people don't want to have kids at all. And some people, they will say, oh, I just want 2 and that's it. You know, some people will say, I just want 1. So have you guys been in a relationship where you've met someone that says they don't want to have kids at all? Either maybe because they already have one, or because they just don't want kids. They're just not a fan of having kids of their own. Ethnic consciousness in choice of a partner is narrow-minded. If anyone had bad experience with their ethnic marriage, it is not because of the ethnic group. You can be sure of. You can be sure of that. Oh, welcome, Kende. Well, you know what? Like you said, Dr. Ubi said, it can be, if someone is having a problem because of their ethnicity, it's not going to be because of ethnicity they're having problems in their marriage. I don't 100% agree with that, because when you're from a different culture, especially here abroad, you do see a lot of that, because you see 2 different people that come from 2 different cultures, and the issue, I guess, now becomes when the two people love each other, but everything that they do and everything this one does, it's like conflicting. The family don't get along just because I do it like this, you do it like that. It's always an issue. So if the two people that love each other can definitely, mold themselves into, okay, we'll do something from your own culture, we'll do something from my own culture to blend it, then I guess so. But it's always going to be an issue one way with family and friends and whatnot. David says, I can't do what they want me to do. I am old enough to know what I want. I am the one to decide. Kudos to you. At least you can decide. Some people, they are too chicken to decide. They don't want to decide. They are too chicken. Guys, I'm drinking juice, so I'm not drinking wine. No, I'm drinking juice. Although I do drink wine once in a while. Okay, so the next one is educational qualification, guys. She must be a good cook, as I love food. I don't mind helping out though. That's what they will say. I don't mind helping out. When she's in the kitchen now, they won't see traces of your being inside that kitchen. Even to come and now even wash the dishes, you say it's a woman's job. God will help you, man. Oh, African men. Okay, so the next one is education qualification, guys. So does your spouse or spouse to be, do they have to be qualified educationally in some aspects? Do they have to be doctors for you to say, okay, or you want to marry them? Or do they have to be accountants? Do they have to be in one profession or the other? Or so far as they are working, bringing in money is okay? What are your thoughts towards educational qualifications? Welcome, Sharwin. Education is very important. Okay. How so? Would that determine if the person is going to be a good spouse or not? If they don't have their masters or their doctorates, or is simply having a high school degree okay? High school diploma okay? First degree, is that okay? Like, what are your thoughts towards that? Me personally, education, what is education really, right? To me, that's where I'm gonna go with it. What is education? Is a man-made way for people to be qualified in one way or the other. So there's some people that they might not even have the certificate, but they've got the sense. David says, I have a master's degree, so I would expect her to have at least a bachelor's. Okay, that works for you. That works for you. And you have some people that will say, oh, I have master's or I have PhD, so she must have it. Or him too, you must have it before. Or some people say, or especially females, they say, oh, I have my master's, so the man I have to marry must have his PhD. Or all this, to me, it's unnecessariness, but that's their choice. That's their choice. Me, like I said personally, if you've got the brains and you know what the heck you're doing and you're doing it, to me, it's good. It's good. But being able to go through some sort of level of schooling, to me, is great. Welcome, David. How you doing? Being able to be with someone that's gone through school, it goes a long way, because there's some sense that you can only acquire after you've gone to school. You don't have to have your master's and your PhD and whatnot, but going through some level of school, if it's either even like it's trade, college, but being able to go to school and knowing that the world does not surround just you alone, and there's so much more to life than just 9 to 5. To me, it goes a long way in one's mindset, especially when it comes to what their ambitions are. Because to me, I think that probably goes a long way more to me than, because you can have someone with a master's that maybe they're not able to find a job, or they're just stuck in that position with their master's, and they don't want to even elevate just because they're like, oh, I can't do more than this, or they've been in that position for years that they don't see themselves going further. Do you understand? David Oko, God bless you. Thank you. Welcome, Jamal. So some people feel like, so sometimes you do have someone who already has their masters, but they're stuck in this job for years. They don't want to improve because they don't have any ambition. So to me, I think ambition is it's like number one. Like if you don't have ambition, oh, forget it. Don't even, because you need to be ambitious. That's what's going to push you. That's what's going to give you the drive. You need to know that there's more, and just try to, just strive for what it is that you feel maybe you can't even attain. Just keep pushing, because eventually you will attain something. So to me, I believe ambition is a deal breaker. If I can't be with someone who does not have ambition to be better, to be just a better human being, period. Okay, the next one is career. I know the career kind of ties. Jamal, welcome, Jamal. David Oko, it's good to upgrade. Yes, it's good to upgrade, especially in the world where we live in, that things are changing like this. Like, what the? Hey! Well, I've experienced both sides. I don't think so much as a deal breaker when you're young and inexperienced. You think your love will conquer your love will conquer any issues or conflict in the future. As I have married, sorry, I'm trying to read more that you have there, but it's not opening up. Why? Okay. So, invest. Whoa. Okay, you wrote a lot here, Moni. You're writing a book. So, okay, any issue or conflict in the future. As I've married someone from a different culture and country, I've learned a lot. When you might think that because you have similar upbringing, it will be enough to sustain your marriage, when issues arise, then you are sadly mistaken. It's actually when issues arises that you realize how important culture and ethnicities plays a huge role in conflict resolution. On the other hand, being from the same ethnicity doesn't guarantee a happy married life. I believe that it's important for couples to take the time to investigate who you are planning to settle down with, find out about family traditions and common practices, and so in and so forth, before taking that big leap. Marriage can be a sweet, and it's intended to be sweet, but only when God has ordained that spouse to be yours. Well said, Money Love. Well said. Yeah, so it's not so much about the if you guys are from the same ethnicity, really, per se. Both of you have to have that understanding. You both have to be willing to compromise, and you both have to have, to me, I find a lot of people need to have conversations, about such topics before going further. Because it's when you've now gone further, you now start asking this question, you're like, no, I can't, no, yeah, but it's too late. You guys gotta make a decision, and you gotta work, because you're in it. You know what I'm saying? But it's always good to have those conversations before going too far. For those who are just joining in, we talked about partners who can cook, who cannot cook, parental blessings. We talked about spirituality, religion, beliefs. We talked about having kids, not having kids, financial status. Welcome, Jamani, welcome. We talk about financial status, physical appearance, sleeping in separate rooms, ethnicity, race, accent, educational qualification, and career. That's where we are right now, in career. But let's go back to ethnicity, race, and accent. Like, if not ethnicity, race, and, well, yeah, ethnicity, but not so much, more like educational qualifications. Like, I want to be able to go to any event. Money Love says ambition is a must. It's necessary for growth within your relationship. Yes. I believe that if I'm going to an event and I have my spouse with me, my spouse has to be able to have some kind of level of qualification, of education, that when, like, it's a group conversation, that my spouse is able to actually flow with that conversation. You don't want a spouse that everybody's talking, and when they open their mouths, everybody's looking like, who is this? You don't want that setting at all. Well, I don't want that setting. So I'd rather have someone that has some sort of knowledge educationally, that when people are having conversation, they don't feel left out. They don't feel like they're being ignored. They're able to share their own opinions because they know they have some kind of knowledge. I think to me it's a big deal. So like, hello Kojo, welcome Kojo, how you doing? Let us know where you're watching us from. Jamani, let us know where you're watching us from. So like Money Love says, ambition is a must. Yes, I believe ambition is a must, because you don't want to end up with a spouse that at the end of the day, you're striving to become this better you, and they just keep telling you why. You're just wasting money. Why? We don't need to do this. Why? But like, why not? You know? And that holds people back. And I've, believe me, oh goodness, I've seen so many couples that one is ambitious and one is not, and they drag the other person back, you know. And it's crazy, because one wants to do so much and unable to, and it's not fair. Sorry guys, 1 second. You know, I'm at home, kids are just making noise. 1 second guys, 1 second. I'm so sorry guys. Oh, I hope I haven't lost you guys. I'm so sorry. When you're home, it's not easy. Blessing, welcome. Tolulope, welcome. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't think I've missed much. Okay, so we're talking about education qualifications. Yes, the individuals definitely has to be able to carry themselves, you know, and then you don't want to be with you have ambitions to be better, but they keep pulling you down and keep dragging you down, and they don't support you. It's being in partnership, I mean being with an individual that you guys can work together, grow together, build together. Oh gosh, it's so sweet. It makes things, you know, easier. But when you're stuck with a spouse that, you know, they're just not giving you that push, they're not gingering you up, they're not putting spice. Sorry guys, my internet, man. Damn, yo, I don't know what's going on. Everybody is like, all the internet is just acting up today. So like I was saying, you know, you don't want to be with someone that at the end of the day, they don't push you to become the best you. And I believe the relationship is so sweet when both individuals can be the best versions of themselves individually. They bring so much more to the table. You understand? So the last one now would be social media, guys. Social media. Okay, you guys, I need you guys to click and invite your people, man. Invite. I've lost some viewers. Okay, so social media is also a deal breaker, because some people are like, don't post me on your social media, and some people are like, they post everything about the relationship on the social media, you know. So what are your thoughts in regards to social media concerning relationship? Is it a deal breaker? Is it something that doesn't matter, or is it something that yeah, it matters? If you're not mentioning me on your social media, it means you're hiding me. You put everything else on social media. Why are you not talking about me on your social media? It means you're keeping something from me. You know, that's an idea. That's a thought. So, and so people are like, listen, please don't post me on your social media. Thank you. I'd like to keep our relationship as sane as possible. So what are your thoughts on what do you call it, putting a relationship on social media? Is that a deal breaker or not? Hey Dalo, how you doing? Welcome. Click the share button and let me know where you're watching me from. Yet again, I'm your host, Adela Dende. Follow me on Instagram, Adi_babes. Follow me on what do you call it? Subscribe to my channel on YouTube at Adiba Connector TV. So we're gonna round off soon, but let me hear your opinion, your thoughts. What about social media? Is it okay for your spouse to post you on social media, or when they do not post you on social media, it is a big deal? And then me personally, I've been in a relationship where well, not like relationship, but I've been in you know, starting a relationship where I'm like, don't post me on social media right now. Like, let's just wait to see how far we go with the relationship before you start posting me. Thank you. You know, I've been there. And I've also been where like, we've been dating for like a minute now, and I don't see like a sign of me in your life on social media. What's going on? So, you know, I've definitely been on both sides. Definitely. Money, love, ambition is a must. It's necessary for growth within your relationship. Yes, it is. Kojo, welcome. Blessing, welcome. To Lope, welcome. Dalo Borna, I am from Toronto, Ontario. Oh, welcome. My city. I am originally from Ethiopia. Oh, that's beautiful. Our African family. We're all African. So, you know, at the end of the day, it's is it a deal breaker for you, social media, bringing social media into the relationship? To me, in a way, you can't really avoid not having social media in a relationship, because at the end of the day, we are all in social media, you know. So if you're putting so much of your life in social media, you cannot just say you want to not put your spouse or your significant other on social media. To me, that's I'm not feeling that too well, you know. But I like you. Okay, thank you, Dalo. Thanks for liking me. Please follow me on my social handles, Ade_babes on Instagram, and that would be great. And also on YouTube at Adiba Connected TV. I would appreciate that for your likeness. So like I was saying, so if that spouse does not have a little bit of you on social media, to me, I think there's a problem. I think there's a problem. I don't expect you to be talking about everything about us on social media, but let them know you got someone in your life, okay, buddy? You don't have to put my picture in there, but let them know you got someone in your life. And of course, I would love my spouse to be shouting me out once a month like that, but after you put a ring on it, yo. Money Love says, yes, it matters. If you have nothing to hide, there should be no issues. I'm not asking you to discuss our daily activities, so there should be no reason I can make on an appearance on your social media. If we are together and especially married, then what's the issue? Yes, agreed. If it's pre-marriage, then yeah, don't have to mention me, but let it be known that your ass ain't single. Like, buddy, you ain't single though. So don't be acting like you're single on social media when you know you ain't. That would be a problem for me. You don't have to mention me. But of course, after marriage, and I don't see like a picture, we're gonna have a problem. We're definitely gonna have a problem. At least like a ring, picture of a ring, a picture, even if it's on the side of my head, a picture of my backside. Like, yo, after the ring is on it, yeah, I expect you to be shouting me out once. My beautiful wife, how you doing today? And I'm like, yes, darling. Mwah, mwah. How you doing? But so that comes to like our conclusion of today's topic. Ovid, welcome, Ovid. But there's one more, guys. One more. Would you buy a sex toy for your spouse? Or if your spouse decides to surprise you on like Valentine with a sex toy, Are you going to be okay with it, or are you going to have a problem with it? I want to hear you guys, yo. I want to hear you guys. So bringing a third party, quotation sex toys, into the bedroom, is that okay, or it's not okay? What are you guys? What are your thoughts, guys? Guys and girls, we are all peoples here, matured peoples. What are your thoughts? Everybody's being shy. Nobody's talking. What are your thoughts, guys? Is it okay? Is it a deal breaker? Like, you don't want, okay, some people, like, when they're in a relationship, they need to watch like pornos and stuff before they get all turned on, or before they get all active sexually in the bedroom. Is that a deal breaker for you? Yes or no? Like, is that a no? We don't do that up in here. Or, oh, I'm up for it. Whatever, floats the boat. It's all good. So far that works for my spouse, it's okay by me. Or yes to the no, I don't think so. We don't do that over here. Which one is you? Do you think it's okay to, watch porno? Me, personally, I'm not about that. I'm not about that. But I have in the past been in relationships where, the individual is about that. And of course, I had to accommodate it. But it still wasn't me. It was not me. But I had to accommodate it, because you do whoever you want to be with. You guys have to make accommodations for each other's likes and dislikes. So me, I love all. Mr. Dallo. So at the end of the day, some people are like, oh, no, but it depends on who you're with. So if you're gonna be with someone and they're into that porno stuff, you have to welcome Kwame, welcome Ijoba. How you guys doing? Let us know where you're watching us from. So we're talking about marriage, and we're talking about deal breakers. So we've talked about if partners cannot cook, is that a deal breaker? We've talked about parental blessing. We've talked about spirituality, religion, having kids, not having kids, financial status, physical appearances, sleeping in separate rooms, ethnicity, race. We've talked about educational qualifications, career. We've talked about social media. Right now we're talking about sex toys and what do you call it? Porn in the relationship. Is that a deal breaker for you or not? So that's what we're talking about. So if you guys have any strong opinion about any of the topics, feel free to talk. But yes, so concerning the old porno stuff, it wasn't really my thing. So I was a bit, dicey about it, because you do like the person. You don't want to just say, oh, because of that. Oh, hell no. So it's not like it's a deal breaker for me, but it's something I would rather not be doing. I'm not really down with all that. But then that was then too. So now I'm probably going to be like, no. Because I think personally both of us should be able to spice up and ginger each other's sexual desires, and all that ain't gonna be happening until after wedding anyways. But then at that point now, you can bring sex toys and all stuff that you feel needs to ginger the relationship, but you have to be careful, because you do not want to invest in things that at the end of the day will be the source of sorrow or problem in the relationship. So it's a bit dicey. That's why I personally to believe both parties have to be spiritual. You have to be careful what you're bringing into your home, because a lot of things they have spiritualities attached to it. So there's some spirit that are negative. Welcome Okechuku, welcome Eduardo, welcome guys. How you doing? Let me know where you're watching me from. So we're talking about relationships, we're talking about deal breakers, and what are your deal breakers when it comes to relationship. So right now we're on the subject of sex toys and porno. Well, I don't mind the experience, but not something I would be using on a regular. Look, man, as long as both of you have an understanding, then I'm cool with it. Every relationship can be revamped once in a while. Nothing wrong with that. The sex toy will not become a third wheel, but new experience is okay. Porn, I'm not up for that at all. Too many gray areas. Yes, I agree. That's the problem with the porn stuff, you know. There's just too many things that are so shady about it. One has to be careful because at the end of the day, there's a lot of spiritual, I feel, personally, believe that there are a lot of spiritual inclinations that have to do with porn. So one has to be very, very careful when you're bringing porn into the relationship, into the marriage, because you shouldn't be doing any of that anyways, unless you're married now. We know that. So at the end of the day, we got to be careful. So to round up our topic for today, thank you guys for those who are not shy, for those who contributed their thoughts and their opinions and their belief. Thank you guys so much because you made the conversation so much sweeter. And like I said again, my name is Adela Dende. I'm your host for Adiba Connector TV. Follow me, Adiba Connector TV, on Instagram. Follow me on Ade_babes on Instagram. And of course, don't forget to follow me on YouTube, y'all. YouTube. Go on YouTube and subscribe to my channel on Adiba Connector TV. Click that notification bell so that anytime I post stuff, what do you call it, you'll be able to see it. Oh, I love your show. Thank you, David. I appreciate you being part of, an active participant of the show. Thank you so much. But please do follow me on what do you call it, on Instagram, so that whenever I have other shows coming up, I always post it there. And then of course I always come on live on Facebook, and then I then post it on YouTube later for other viewers to watch. So do subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would love it. For those that love me, hey, that's all you can do for me, is follow me on my Instagram pages and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will, don't worry. Oh, God bless you. Thank you so much. Akeem, welcome. I know most people come in when I'm like rounding off. That's when most people start coming in. I don't know why they do that, but it's all good. You guys can watch it over and over and over again. And don't just watch, comment and share. That's the love, the free love that I get from you guys, yo. So thanks once again. Okay, no, let me round up before I have to actually. Sorry guys, I'm so sorry. Calls are coming in. Okay, so let me round up and then we're out. So like we mentioned again, let me go to bed now. Yes, thank you so much, David. Love, peace, and more blessings, sis. Money, love. God bless you. Ijoba, Dalo, Brona, thank you guys for watching. Catch you another time. Yes, definitely. I'll be back soon. So thank you guys. Relationship talks is sweet and juicy, and believe me, we're still going to come back to this relationship talks because I need to get more people on this topic, because it's a very, very interesting topic when we do get more people online. So thank you guys. Have a lovely evening, lovely night. God bless you. Ciao.